Well, what's the old saying? 8th time's a charm? Yeah. We're going to work on this again. And we'll get started on that right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man. This here's our grain bin motor slash new wiring slash weatherproof switch cover deal. And if you recall in the last one, we broke the switch, so I had to use the little cheapo switch that came with the kit with this cover, and I thought that'll get me by until I can track down whatever was in there. And boy, everybody in the comments, that switch isn't heavy enough. That's, yeah, I know. I knew that other one was something, but I didn't know exactly what. It looked like a 20 amp switch, which you can get for like your house, but it's oh so much more than that. It is a switch that was designed for starting electrical motors. And again, unlike what I said about duty cycle, I suppose, it's made to handle the startup current, you know, when you're firing these up all the time. So I went, luckily, our resident electrical expert on here, Apollo Rob, as he's known on the interweb, sent me a link to a switch that he said should work. So I took that picture into my local hardware store, because I like to shop local when I can, unless I'm in a tremendous hurry or something. And I showed them that and said, what do you got along this line? And they said, well, we ain't got much. So then I tracked down from the place I got the electric motors, actually where it came from, but I still bought it through the hardware store. They called over there and got it for me. But they didn't have one on hand exactly like what I have, but they sent me this, which is similar to that picture that he messaged me. So this should work. This will work for either 3-phase or single phase, and it's just in the way that you wire it up. So I believe if I can get the thing, I just put the thing away in my pocket. Why did I do that? I don't know. I didn't, it came with the whole electrical box, but I'm not switching out stuff. No way. We ain't got time for that. So I need to put one on L1 and one on T1, I guess is what I needed to do. That's what I asked him on the phone, and then he sent me this picture. It's also about to start violently storming, so this is the perfect time to work on electric. You know? I'm not even totally sure that this is going to go simply. It may be some disastrous thing. Come on, baby doll. Alright, we'll set that aside and lose it. So if we look at this one, I put it in the same way the other one was, and that would be like this. See, this switch has got a lot more snap to it. I think this is a 30 amp switch actually, but anyway, see, you don't have to be an electrician. Just an average moron will do. Some guys would have probably just said send it, but I want it to last. I don't want to be doing this every couple years or when it's going to fail is right when you need it the most, and I don't want to be dealing with that. So that's why we're going overboard right now. I'll take this off. Someone also said, oh, don't use those crimp-on terminals on solid wire. Well, this isn't solid wire, this is multi-strand wire. Then this, if I connect this to here, it should run. That's also going to, is it going to make it easier or harder to put it in the box? Well, it should make it easier. Once again, this is where you do not, absolutely do not take advice from me. This is for your sad, pathetic entertainment. I don't want you electrocuting yourself or burning down your whole life. All because you watched me do this inappropriately. I really didn't want to bolt it down solid, but I also don't want to hold it in my hand while I'm doing it, so it would be easier to... Let's just go with it. You know, if it works, it's done, and if it doesn't work, why then we're going to... We'll figure it out, friends. We'll figure it out. This makes more sense to my brain, but I let that little picture mess with me a little bit. But this makes more sense because you have one on each side and it's going to connect. So let me turn it back on now. Now will you run, please? Yep, good. That's what we wanted. So we're going to put this on hot, you know. Not that that matters. The cover. Oh. Easy dum-dum.
Elementary, my dear dum-dum.
You got to put your little Knudsen in the little whatcha-me, or it defeats the whole purpose of having this cover. I was going to say, if it's off and it's on at the same time, that ain't going to work. Come on. I usually don't mind doing electric. I actually like it. But this time it's really been a struggle, friends. Yeah, we got her. Now we're going to do our extra weatherproofing method, just to be sure that this is in fact weatherproof. Because I don't trust that little Chinesium foam they sent along. Now if an intruder comes, maybe they'll leave this alone thinking it's unsafe. How much tape? All of it. If it looks stupid but works, it's not stupid. There. I feel much better about this now. That was a struggle, and I did not enjoy it. But I feel like now it might last a while. Some of you are probably watching it thinking, no, it will not, but like I said, I'm done. I'm done taking suggestions and changing stuff. We're gonna roll with it like this, and if it burns up, I'll deal with it then, because it's been kind of ridiculous that we've been doing this same project for days and days and days. But I'm happy with it now. I think we got definitely a heavy enough switch. We got heavy enough wire. This is actually heavier wire than what was in it, I believe. This is 10 gauge wire here. At least, I can't remember exactly what, but yeah, it's a lot better than it was, and I'm still going to try to build a little roof over it. I haven't got that done. Need to, because that thing doesn't stay on. The wind will blow it off. The same way with the rubber tub and stuff. I've tried that before. So we're going to call this a success, I guess. Kind of a short thing, but you know, I got another idea, something we can do real quick before we're done, just to show you that I'm not, you know, a hoarder. I do have some junk loaded up to take away, and based on how much is already on here, I probably have about 9 to 10, you know, dozen more loads to take out of here. But we're going to start with the worst, and then we're going to recycle and immediately take that money and go back and buy new gates and stuff, because I got a lot of stuff I want to change that I've been putting off. You know, to keep the cow, I want to be able to close them out where they can't just go everywhere if I have to keep them from going somewhere. Right now they've kind of got everything destroyed where they've got full access, and I don't like that. So we're gonna make it different, and then maybe hopefully wean some calves and have them, you know, behind the barn like we used to, and then, you know, they'll have more room than just a little pen I used to load. So that's my plan, but that's not what we're gonna do. Still waiting on hardware for that, but we'll get to it. Let's take this freshly recycled battery box, and we're gonna go put it on the tractor that it will live on, so that I don't lose it. Because you wouldn't think that something this size could be lost, but I'm pretty confident that if I put it away somewhere safe, I'll lose it. But the battery box was junk. I don't know if I took it off in that other video, but I took it off afterward. And so I think if we just slap this on here, I mean, it won't hold water, so it's not like it's gonna rot out. It's nice when plans don't work out, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Don't want to lose the little hook bolts. They're hard enough to find. So one way I noticed, and I don't know that that's true in all cases because I never really paid attention until the other day, but one way I noticed that you could tell if you had an original battery box or not is these have longer holes where you can stick the whole hook through, and the originals I think all just had 1/4-inch hole where you had to take the nut off and stick it through that way first. But these you can actually feed the whole hook through, and I don't know that that's useful information or really matters to anybody, but I found it fascinating. I'll have to go look at all of them now and see if that's the way they were, but I don't think I have. I don't know if I have any left that I still have original battery box. I probably got all the ones I took off in the junk pile, but I don't know. So, not a very good video probably, but like I said, I hope that this time we have a long-lasting setup on our grain bin, because I'm sick of fooling with that, and we got bigger fish to fry. So let's hope that this did it, and we'll just call this video here. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, and tell me how dumb you think I am, or if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.